Hey guys, how you doing? I hope you're having a fantastic day. Hope you're having a fantastic week. And I hope you're getting ready for the big Wrexham game taking on York City in a matter of, just over a day. But hey, let's get ready for it and let's get into it. Now on this show, we're going to be seeing a little bit about two guys that we just picked up. In fact, I'm going to go off camera and talk about Billy Waters and also Ben Foster. Before we get there, you'll see and hear from Billy Waters on cam about his thoughts of the transfer coming in and a few aspirations of what he has and his thoughts about being at Wrexham. Stick around for that coming up next very shortly. Then I'm going to go off camera, give you the game stats, and I'll be back on camera for the rest of the show talking the prediction of the game, talk the fun facts. The fun facts is going to be very funny, guys. You want to stick around for that. Somebody within the Wrexham travelling Red Army is going to be a little bit more famous after this, and I tell you what, maybe for a good reason, maybe for a funny reason. I think it's funny, but maybe for another reason. But hey, stick around for that one. That's very, very funny. I'm thinking the title for that is probably Hooly Girls, but it's not a terrible bad thing. But it is funny, so stick around for that. What you see sometimes at a football match only lasts for a split second. Some people don't see a lot. I see a lot of stuff all the time. Then we're going to go to the centre spot and we're going to update on Wrexham AFC Brazil. Got some news on that one. Then we're going to talk about the worldwide Wrexham fans. And when Rob McElhenney and Ryan Reynolds took over the club and are making it what it was and what it is and what it's becoming, I mean, come on. Every couple of weeks there's something new. It's absolutely amazing. And it's lovely. It's lovely. But what you want to hear at the end of this is also not just the funny stuff, but from the National League and Wrexham. Well, if you want to try and make some money off Wrexham's back, it's not a good idea. I'm going to show you exactly what Wrexham does for the National League commercially at the end of this, because it's big numbers, and it's big numbers that makes lots of money. And that's why Ryan Reynolds, Rob McElhenney want to push to get Wrexham on TV on their own channel. We'll talk about that soon. But hey, welcome in, like, subscribe, and like, share it around, and get me into more Wrexham fans, guys. I want to be pushing more and more videos to you. And eventually, I want to get a couple of you guys on the line and have a couple of interviews, direct one-on-one with some of the hardcore Red Army, the Red Dragons. Yes. So let's get into this. Let's have some fun. And welcome in once again. Cheers.
The gaffers brought me in to be part of it and hopefully add quality to the team and get promotion. That's the ultimate goal, and to be part of that is massive. My goal to game ratio has been decent, so I'm feeling good, feeling fit, so delighted to be here. It happened quite quickly, so came as a bit of a surprise at first, but now I'm delighted to get it over the line and finalised. I've had a good couple of seasons now scoring, so yeah, energy. I'll give everything for the team. And I like to think I'm an instinctive finisher. So anywhere in the box, hopefully I'll be able to put the ball away. Obviously, I played here last year when I was at Halifax, and the atmosphere was incredible. So that's been a big part of it, to play for a club of this stature. Obviously, I know where the club's going, so it's just I feel privileged and to be part of it.
Okay, there you go. You got to see Billy on cam. Now let's go off camera and tell you a bit more about Billy. Okay, guys, let's take a look at Bill Henry Penner Waters, otherwise Billy Waters. Born 15th of October 1994. He's 28. He's a forward. He does knock in the goals. Let's take a look at the last two teams that he was with. Obviously, Wrexham picked Mr. Waters up from Barrow. 32 games, 9 goals. Not bad at all. Before that, Halifax Town, 44 games, 17 goals. So if you look at the last two clubs, since 2021, that's 76 games, 26 goals. Like I say, not prolific, but he does get goals. And I say this much, on a team like Wrexham, who make loads of chances, or always create and always score, put Billy Waters in that situation, I think his goal ratio goes up. A little bit of an international news. He was placed on the standby list for Wales under-21s on 2 occasions, didn't get a cap. And then after that, March 16th, It's 2016, Waters was called up to the England C squad. Not playing on either time, but was called up internationally. So he's got some talent. He's really got some talent. What has he won? Well, let's put it this way. He looks like he's going to do it again. What's he going to do again? He's going to win the National League. He last did it in 2015-16 with Cheltenham Town. And individually, he was the Player of the Year in 2016-17, a year later, and EFL Player of the Month, November 2022. So we're picking up a guy who's actually in form. Billy Waters, there you go. New to Wrexham, undisclosed fee. Welcome in. So there you go. You've seen Billy. You got the off, as you wanted it, the off-cam narration with the details. People were asking for it, so we did it. And now let's do the same thing off camera and let's meet up with Ben Foster and show you some of the things and open your eyes to some of the things too. Ben Foster, right now. Ben Foster, born Ben Anthony Foster, 3rd of April 1983. He's 39 years old and he was born in Leamington Spa. Leamington Spa is literally in the heart of England, right? Now, his last club was Watford. He played 125 games. His last game was in 2022. He hasn't played since. Therefore, is this a great thing for Wrexham or is it a great thing for Mr. Foster? It's going to be debated, but he's with the Wrexham till the end of the season. Let's see how he feels after his first day's training at the ground. You know what? He's probably going to be a little bit stiff after walking the turf. The experienced keeper, 39, returns to the racecourse ground 18 years after he last played for the club on a loan spell which included a starring role in the LDV Vans Trophy success at the Millennium Stadium. On his return to North Wales, Foster said, "I'm over the moon. I've been at the club an hour this morning. It's really a nice place. Everyone is down to earth and the manager is top class. It's changed a lot since I was last here, but it's nice to be back, and it's nice to be back as a player too. It will be interesting to see how my body feels after training. I'm looking forward to getting started. The first time I was here, it was genuinely the springboard for the rest of my career. On the back of the loan deal, playing in the LDV Vans Trophy final at the Millennium Stadium, I got my move to Manchester United at the start of the next season. It was absolutely bonkers. So therefore, Mr. Foster, Ben Foster, coming back to Wrexham. Is this a promotion tool for Ben Foster? Or is he seriously going to be a keeper for the Wrexham at 39 moving forward? I tell you what, a wealth and a guelph of experience. And if you look at some of the clubs he's played on, he's been around the block. Stoke City's where he started, but he never played a game. But he did play for Manchester United, Watford, Birmingham City, West Brom, and Watford again. And finally now back with the Wrexham. Welcome in, Ben Foster. There's a second guy in 2 days that the Wrexham have picked up. We wish him well. Fill the pipes. But I tell you what, I think Mark Howard might have something to say about that, especially Rob Layton. There you go. Welcome in, Ben Foster. So there you go, Billy Waters and then Ben Foster. I tell you what, two interesting guys. They're adding something to the team. I'm intrigued with Ben Foster at 39 years of age, but Billy Waters, no. I think that he comes in at the right right time. One more striker for the final push, not a bad idea. Now, game stats and the game story. Let me take you on a 2-minute off camera about what's coming for the game, what I think, what I see, and some of the stats that you always like to hear. And then when we come back, we're staying on cam, and it'll be about the prediction, the fun facts, the centre spot, and the national TV. Yeah. How Wrexham is making National League TV. Lots of revenue. Okay, let's get off camera again. Let's talk about the game stats and we'll be back with the prediction. Cheers. York City, looking at York City's record on the season, 11-9-18. 11 wins, 9 draws, 18 losses for 42 points. And they're 18th in the league right now. The home record, 6 wins, 5 losses, 8 draws for 23 points. The away record, 5 wins, 4 draws, 10 losses for 19 points. They score 1.21 goals per game, so close to 1 goal per game. And they've conceded 50 goals this season. That's 1.32 goals per game, so just a little over 1 per game. So they're pretty stingy. The goal differential is -4 on the season. The last match they won is Dorking Wanderers 2-1 at home. That was the last game they played. And do remember, last weekend we played Bromley and we won 2-1. They played Bromley 2.5 weeks ago and won 3-0. So they can pull a result. There's no doubt about it. Now, looking further, yes, we know they're sitting 18th in the league. Manager Michael Morton has a real job on his hands to get the Minstermen going in the right direction. And the Minstermen have been alive since 1922, so they're 101 years old. They had their anniversary last year. Taking a look at the last 5 games in this sequence, like you say, you know, they won the last game. Prior to that, though, it was 3 losses and a win, 7 goals for, 6 goals against. From 15 points, they grabbed 6. In the last 10, it's even worse. 3-6-1 on 10 games, 3 wins, 6 losses, 1 draw. Points out of 30, they only grabbed 10. They've only had 5 wins in the last 20. The goal threats, I've got to say, there's only really 2 goal threats that I see right now coming in the racecourse ground on the weekend. That's Linnell John Lewis, 34 games, 12 goals, and Shakai Ford, 12 games, 7 goals. So like I say, they give up a goal, they score a goal a game. I'm not looking for a draw. I'll give you my prediction as we move through, but there's some insight into York City and what's coming to the racecourse ground on Saturday. Lots of information, hope you enjoyed it, and I tell you what, when you ask for